And welcome back for our next community conversation. We're joined by Dawn Tinder, the director of Albemarle County Public Schools Terra Studio. Dawn, thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to hear more about the Terra Studio. So exactly what is that and what do students learn there?
Okay, so the Terra Studio is one of 12 studios offered by Albemarle County Public Schools. This one is the Environmental Studies Studio. So students are going to learn about sustainability through classes like natural resources and management, horticulture, forestry, ecology, and environmental management, as well as literature, law, and policy, environmental literature, law, and policy.
Very cool. So what kind of career opportunities does this program prepare students for?
So environmental studies is very broad, but we hope to prepare them for careers such as soil science, conservation, forestry, horticulture and plant production, agriculture, renewable resources, things like that. But we think that any career really could have an environmental twist. They could do environmental law or environmental literature, or maybe even make a documentary about environmental issues.
Yeah, it is such a broad topic, so there's a lot of different avenues to kind of get your hands dirty and
Absolutely.
Get your feet wet. Get your hands dirty, yes, literally. And why should students attend the Terra Studio? What are the benefits there?
So any student who likes to be outside should consider the Terra Studio. For whatever reason, anyone who has environmental concerns or a passion about the environment should consider it. We, though, are happily tethered to our greenhouse at Western Albemarle, so some of the other studios are going to end up in Center 2 that's being built out at Albemarle High School. But we will be at the greenhouse, so students can enjoy the greenhouse. We have a garden. We have an apiary where students can learn about bees and even harvest honey. We go on some field trips. We've been to Lassen State Forest in Nelson County to learn about the American chestnut with the Virginia Department of Forestry. We've been to edible landscaping, which is also in Nelson County. The students learn about delicious plants that can be part of your landscape. We've been to the Wildlife Center in Waynesboro, where they learn about organisms and how they're rehabilitated. So we do a lot of hands-on type things. But a big thing about our studio is that students can participate in FFA, which is Future Farmers of America. You don't have to be a farmer or want to be a farmer to participate in FFA. So we reinstated FFA after it left Western Albemarle in the early 90s. We reinstated it last year in name. This year we have members. Next year we hope to be full on active. We've got some members that are working really hard and getting things done this year.
That's very cool. And very quickly before we go, because we are running out of time, but how can students learn more if they want to register?
They can go to k12albemarle.org. There's a quiz there to see which studio aligns to your interest. You can sign up there. You can go to your counselor at the high school to learn more and say, I want to be in the studio, I want to be in Terra Studio or any other studio, but the deadline is February 28th, so we need to make sure students get that done by February 28th.
All right, so mark your calendars. February 28th is the deadline. Sounds like a great opportunity, though. Thank you, Dawn, so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime.